I wish there was a Tinder where I could just find people who had, like, blackhead-infested backs.
Ew,
what? I don't want to date them. I just want to pop them.
Ew, you want to touch their pimples?
Well, with gloves.
Hello. How are you doing? I'm Mary.
I'm Hailey.
And we are two Gemini Ravenclaws who love Mr. Rogers and have absolutely nothing else in common, including the understanding of ASMR, which honestly I wrote down what the acronym means. But I don't remember, and it really doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing. Look it up. And it's one of my guilty pleasures that we're going to talk about today. And I'm really excited to kind of explain that to everyone and get some kind of...
You know the show's called Louder Than Ever, right?
Well, we're just doing this one little bit.
Okay.
Just one tiny little bit.
I was just...
And yeah, we're gonna really kind of relax and let the tingles take over.
The tingles.
I got some just saying that. It's really about opening your mind and letting your body respond to the audio, the audio pleasure, the oral pleasure. No, that's
no.
That's not.
All right, now you have my attention.
I was thinking oral like AURAL. Nope, not a word. Sorry. So, I have a couple things that I like to, and you don't necessarily have to really buy into the whole concept to see how it could feel good and be relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Rogers was the first person to ever give me ASMR. The thing is that it's not sexual at all in any way.
Except for the oral pleasure.
Would you stop? Sometimes now you can't cut oral pleasure.
I wasn't gonna.
You're the worst.
I definitely was not cutting that.
You know what? This has been a very trying endeavor, but I'm going to continue. Because I really believe in the power of ASMR. So I just want you to kind of even maybe just close your eyes and sort of relax your body, your limbs, and sort of feel the tension slide down your body and out your feet into the ground where that kind of stuff belongs. And just think about a good book. How it smells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How it smells.
How it smells, how it feels when you open the pages. How excited you are to get a new book to read. Visit some of your favorite characters, perhaps, like we did in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which you can find out our opinions on in a previous episode.
Episode 7, Where Are the Ravenclaws?
Just putting that out there, because some of you may have avoided it due to the spoilers contained within. We did publish it right after it came out. We're fast readers and big fans. But you might have skipped it then, but it is back there for you to listen to now, just in case you forgot. Okay. That's great. So now I'm just going to do a couple more. ASMR is really... Isn't it just a lovely sound? You are not being at all open-minded to the possibilities.
I mean, I'm being the alternate listener who's like, the fuck is this?
It's ASMR. Auto. Okay, hold on. I'm going to just go ahead and Google it right now because that word...
I think you should just say ASMR one more time because I don't think you've said it enough since we started.
You know, I'm just trying to help people who might not have heard about it before. Autonomous sensory meridian response.
Ah.
Okay, so It's a euphoric experience categorized by a static-like or tingling sensation on the skin that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine, precipitating relaxation.
Could also be a stroke.
Well, no. Just no to that. I feel that strokes are very different from the great pleasure that is ASMR. So, and that's one of my guilty pleasures. It's watching these videos late at night where they're pretending to have a jewelry shop. I was watching one that was especially funny because, you know, they bring it up and they're showing you the jewelry and would you like to try it on? And then they pretend to put it on you. You know. What? I'm serious, it's out there. There's this one lady that was using a green screen, though. Is that what? It's a green screen, right? And she was putting like a shop background behind her, but she had like a large turquoise necklace was one of the things she was showing. If you're not like Hailey and don't understand why that's so funny, that color reflected the background that she had been projecting behind her, and so it just kind of was
she was holding nothingness.
She was holding like nothing, and like, but then once in a while it would sort of flash, so it was like shadowy, kind of off color, nothing. Like it was really bad. It was.
Oh dear.
But most of them are just so relaxing, and I really encourage you to try it out.
All right, well, that was 15 minutes.
Well, fine. It's a really very, very strong pleasure of mine. I'm sure you're going to cut half of it because it's you cackling while I try to regain my composure.
That's true.
So, please, just...
All right, sassy pants.
Fine. So,
look, so we talked about your ASMR videos. I don't get it.
All right, well, you don't have to. Not everyone does.
I also have a guilty pleasure.
Oh, boy.
That can be found all over the YouTubes.
Oh, really?
Popping
videos.
Oh,
no. I don't want to talk about these.
Popping videos.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Guys, if you have not heard of Dr. Pimple Popper, she is quite possibly my favorite YouTuber. She's not really a YouTuber. I mean, she is a YouTuber because she's on YouTube and she posts regularly. But she's a dermatologist and she posts the best videos of the best blackhead popping. And, I mean, she does cysts and, like lipomas and milia and stuff, too. But the blackheads are where it's at.
That is just the most disgusting
oh, my God. It's so
thing I've ever heard.
Satisfying.
I just can't. I just.
Like,
ugh. God,
it's
so
so sad. Like, I wish there was a Tinder
it,
where I could just find people who had like blackhead infested backs.
Ew,
just,
what?
I don't want to date them. I just want to pop them.
Ew, you want to touch their pimples?
Well, with gloves.
Oh my
with
God.
Gloves.
I don't care.
Oh my God, I will pop blackheads all day long.
You're gonna get someone from our previous Tinder episodes calling you out on that, I bet.
Please. I'm wearing gloves. I will not date you. But I will sure as hell squeeze out all of your blackheads. If you have a dilated pore of whiner, I might date you.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm not going to Google it.
It's so good.
Don't!
So it's basically like...
No, I don't want to hear this.
It's quote-unquote the huge blackheads, the ones that are like the size of a freaking quarter.
Oh my God.
Not quite that big, but pretty big.
I mean, I get pimples, so like, I pop my own, I guess, when I have no other choice.
Yeah.
And I do it in front of the mirror so I can see.
Yeah. I don't want, you keep your pustules to yourself. I don't want your pustules. I don't want your cysts. I don't want your goddamn lipomas. But I will take all your blackheads.
I don't even know the difference between the different kinds of pimples.
So pustules are like whiteheads where they're filled with actual pus. Blackheads are actually all it is like oil mixed with dead skin cells that clog a pore. That's all it is.
What causes pustules? Do you know?
It's just bacteria and excess oils.
So gross, dude. Okay.
It's sebum and sweat. And I'm not about that life.
I'm not either, and I just... Ugh.
But a good blackhead.
Ugh. I don't... There is no such thing as a good blackhead.
I fall asleep watching them because it's so satisfying and so relaxing.
Well, that's like ASMR for me, so
okay,
I guess
it's same thing. It's just watching somebody's skin being purged of this
ASMR sound
thing.
Just like skin crawlingly disgusting to you? Because that's
Maybe.
what pimples sound like to me.
It's not pimples, though. It's blackheads.
Blackheads are pimples.
No, they're not, actually.
What?
They're different.
What? Okay, so what's a pimple?
A pimple is like a pustule. Like a whitehead is a pimple. But blackheads are comedones, or blackheads. Or dilated pores of Weiner, which people think are blackheads because they look like blackheads, but then you actually get it out and it's this huge thing. And
okay,
then
my
lipomas.
face is very similar to what your face was.
Lipomas, I'm not really about that lipoma life, but it's kind of cool to watch. It's like a clump of fat that like adheres itself in like a weird place. So you've got like literally like a bulge.
That's a thing?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to discuss this anymore.
Oh my God, it's so cool.
Oh my God.
So like she slices them open and cuts it out, and it's just like she's got this jiggly ball of fat that was once just like sticking out of somebody's arm like a baseball.
I feel like a lot of our... Okay.
Also the cysts.
I am just disgusted. I can't even...
I mean, a good sebaceous cyst that like squeezes out like string cheese.
Stop it. How many times are you going to say pustule and cyst? You said pustule like at least 3 times.
Pustule.
God, stop it.
But I love them so much. They're my favorite thing to watch. I get so excited. Dr. Pimple Popper.
Okay.
She's fab.
ASMR by Lisa.
Oh.
She's like a Dutch teenager, but she's got the nicest voice and just the most unassuming like face, like that would make 0 people uncomfortable or really have any feelings at all. It's like the most neutral face that I've ever seen. Like,
you look at her and you have no feelings.
Well, like, I mean, you don't have any reaction. Like, you don't have one reaction one way or the other. You're not like, oh, she's really pretty, or oh, she's really ugly, or oh, she's really skinny, or she's just very neutral, average.
Basically, she's just there.
Which is just very good for ASMR. I'm going to go ahead and move on to some of the suggestions that I got when I shared our intention to...
Are you going to keep doing your ASMR voice?
Once in a while, yes, because I find it
Motherfucker.
very soothing. So, we talked about Tamra a while back. She's one of my Pyrex buds.
Hey, Tamra.
Hi, Tamra. You're my favorite listener. Well, and Haley's dad, too. But
Hi, Dad.
Haley's dad is Haley's favorite listener, so Tamra's really mine. And she says that her guilty pleasures are chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, thrifting on my lunch break, wine on a Friday or Saturday nights, followed by tipsy eBay bidding, sad face.
Tamara, those are the best guilty pleasures.
I know. I literally want to do all of that, like, right now. I would love to have some chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream and then drink some wine and do some tipsy eBay bidding.
I would really just like some chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, just having the dough is so much better than cookie dough ice cream. Cookie dough ice cream is great, don't get me wrong.
It's really good, though.
But the actual cookie dough?
Well, sure, the cookie dough is good, but, like, I don't really know how much of that I could actually consume before I was kind of overwhelmed by this.
Well, yeah, no, you don't need very much of it, which is why it's so great.
I guess.
Cookie dough ice cream, I mean, you can eat the whole thing.
Truth.
But the cookie dough, it's like, okay, after a little bit, it's like, I gotta stop, which is kind of good.
Sure, because you just can't overconsume. I guess now
I've made an excellent point.
Do they even sell, like, the safe-to-consume cookie dough?
I don't give a shit if it's safe
to
consume.
I know, but you just mean, like, you buy the tube, or, like, I just wonder, because they make it to go in the ice cream, so I feel like if they make it to go in the ice cream, why can't you just buy that?
They used to have it when I was in school. They had, like, a special kind that was, like, egg-free or whatever, safe to consume, and they would give us a little cup with 2, like, uncooked cookie dough circles in it. Yeah, it was a special treat, but we had them. It was the best.
Dude, I am so jealous right now. My school experience was, like, complete garbage compared to yours. You had chocolate chip cookie dough.
Yeah, we did. Sometimes it was M&M.
Snort.
But yeah. I mean, I haven't done this in a really long time, but I have in the past gone to the pizza place, the Take and Bake. And they have cookie dough in a little tub that you can buy that's raw. So you can bake your own damn cookies.
Oh.
But, I mean...
You don't bake them?
No, fuck no! Just eat the dough.
You remember, like, the school fundraisers?
Yeah.
Where, like, you could get it in the catalog, like, the big tub of it frozen, I guess. So my mother had bought that. I wonder if you could still find...
Curious.
I feel like the fundraisers that my children have been invited to participate in involve completely useless, overpriced garbage. Not frozen chocolate chip cookie dough. I feel like if I had seen that, I would have definitely purchased it. So I am 99% sure that didn't happen. But Tamara, you are right. Chocolate chip cookie dough is delicious. And tipsy eBay bidding is a little sad face. And my other friend who commented on it prefaced it by saying, I won't be able to listen to your podcast, which is just ridiculous.
Well, that's
because
rude.
You can listen to the podcast at any time.
On iTunes and on the Libsyn directory.
By saying you won't be able to listen to it, you're telling me you refuse to dedicate 47 minutes to caring about what I'm doing.
Wait,
so
I make no guarantees that this is going to be 47 minutes.
It was just an estimate. And so I'm not reading about because why do you care?
Rude.
I am not going to read your suggestion. However, if you email us at louderthanever@gmail.com with an abject apology, I will read it and discuss that particular issue on a later podcast so you have a chance to redeem yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, just putting that out there because I know you're going to listen. Once you realize that was a ridiculous statement. That was like the preposterous statement of the year. I won't be able to listen to your podcast.
It's not live.
It's not.
Like, fuck you.
Like, really?
Some
Whatever.
podcasts are live, though.
That's true.
Just
So
FYI.
maybe some...
Like, some people
really?
do that, yeah. What?
Live ones?
Yeah.
How? Okay, well, we wouldn't be able to do
they
that.
can't edit.
We wouldn't be able to do that at
No.
all.
I actually got some feedback from some of my friends, too, before we get back into some of our other guilty pleasures. Even though we can't top popping videos.
Oh, my God. Stop.
Blackheads.
Ew. ASMR. Tingles.
No. So, Brittany, who's my twin in life, I met her on Vine. She's, like, one of my most favorite people in the world. Mm-hmm. Her guilty pleasure is Dancing with the Stars.
I heard they're going to have Ryan Lochte on that.
I literally give zero shits.
I would... Ugh. I do not care for that man. I didn't care for him before his most recent shenanigans, but...
My grandma has tried to make me watch Dancing with the Stars, so I associate that show with my grandma. But now I associate it with you, twin. Questionable choices, though. I have a anonymous submission. Someone who would prefer me to not say their name because their guilty pleasure is shopping online at work.
That's not
so just to be
great.
safe in case their supervisor may be listening, he or she does certainly not do this at work, but does. Also, from my good friend Butt Stuff. His name is actually Justin. But there's a long story.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But his name is Butt Stuff. Mm-hmm. His guilty pleasure is Katy Perry music.
Okay, definitely agree for the most part. I do
Really?
feel guilty every time I listen to her music and catch myself learning some lyrics accidentally due to overexposure.
Yes.
Very, very not great.
I agree.
I really stopped caring about Katy Perry when she put out last Friday night that song about, like, getting so drunk you don't know where you are and how wonderful it is.
Yeah, like, okay.
That
Zero respect for you.
Yeah, I kind of lost you right there. But, I mean, I was all about kissing a girl with cherry chapstick. That sounded like fun.
Yes.
That's fine. But when you start glorifying binge drinking, blacking out, and having sex with people you don't even know...
Sit down, Katy Perry.
I just feel like that was bad. And I think she's trying to come back from it somewhat. I mean, I don't think that everybody reacted the same way that I did.
I think by and large people
really liked it.
Really liked that song.
My song, I guess.
I think her parents did not. They're Pentecostal pastors.
They probably don't like anything she does then, though.
God damn it, Katy.
Well.
Sit down.
I understand that, though. Yes, I understand.
Katy Perry's never going to be on our show now.
Well, just like our friend JK, she's not coming either, probably.
I'm still going to hold out hope for JK Rowling. One day, maybe she'll Skype us.
That's funny.
Finally, from my dear friend Melissa, who I work with, and she's wonderful. She sometimes forces me to go to church, but it's okay. So I think my soul probably needs it. She submitted several things that she feels are her guilty pleasures. First of all, the Golden Girls and My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding. I don't think Golden Girls is really a guilty pleasure. Like, everybody likes
that.
Everybody likes the Golden Girls. How can you not like the Golden Girls? Betty White. Enough said.
Betty White, yeah.
But My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding is definitely...
I definitely agree with that. Because that is
pleasure.
really, really bad.
I have absolutely watched that show, and I don't feel bad about it. She also said that ugly Christmas sweaters and accessories are her guilty pleasure. She's all about that life. In fact, she shared with me that she already has this coming Christmas's outfit picked out. Like, she's that far ahead of the game. I know.
I might also have a LuLaRoe dress tucked away for Christmas and a pair of leggings with Christmas lights on them, but I don't understand that at all.
Good Lord.
And that was just a cameo by one of my guilty pleasures.
Finally, she also loves and claims to be the sole person trying to bring back Raising the Roof.
Yeah, that's pretty
Raising
corny.
the Roof.
That's...
We are, at this moment, raising the roof.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. Another guilty pleasure.
She just... Mean Girls is a great guilty pleasure.
It is a great one.
But also not very guilty, because everybody in the world loves Mean Girls, too.
Oh, I don't know about that. I feel like people people say they don't like it, but they really do.
Those people are liars.
Yes.
Those people are lying to themselves and the world. And that's sad.
That is.
That's really sad. Raise your hand if you have ever been personally victimized by Regina George.
That was one hand going in the air because I know Regina George is a fictional character.
Shut up.
Well, her doppelganger in real life, hands up.
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
So there.
Do
you have any other, more loud, entertaining?
I was going to come clean about, only my Facebook friends know this, but you already know.
Oh.
I read Gone with the Wind every summer.
Good God.
And I when I first read it as an impressionable 12-year-old, it did not mean the same thing to me that it means today. I think every year I learn something different or a different way to apply some of the things that are happening in the book to what's happening in my life. And now you're making a face like I'm talking about freaking removing chunks of fat off your body.
It's called a lipoma. And Gone with the Wind is basically a fucking lipoma.
Well, like I said, that's why I call it a guilty pleasure, because I definitely don't think that most people would really like that.
No. I mean, I've never read the book because I refuse to devote that much time to it. But I have, unfortunately, been forced to sit through the 4-hour-long movie.
The movie is... the movie has many feelings also. I will concur.
The entire story has many feelings. It is awful.
Okay, well, here we go.
What have you found?
I found... something about a guilty pleasure anyway, I guess. I've got a diary entry. Everyone loves my journal entries.
They do.
Everyone loves
We get excellent feedback about your journal entries.
Well, it's mostly from Tamara. But I really like...
Hey, Tamara!
Shout out number 2. Okay. This is dated April 22nd, 1995. Dear Diary, we went to CCD. So teary. I had a party at CCD. A goodbye party.
Oh.
Soda and cookies and M&Ms. Exclamation point. Jay has a crush on me. Oh well.
Poor Jay.
I know. Well, I was leaving. It was not an opportune time to be telling me that you had a crush on me right as I'm about to move cross country. I got a present from Catherine, the one who has the same birthday as I do. She gave me glow-in-the-dark sticker-type things. I am going to miss everyone and everything so much. I love you, Mary.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think it was just really about the cookies and the M&Ms. I thought those are guilty pleasures for everyone. We talked about cookies earlier.
We did.
And I got glow-in-the-dark cookie-like thingies. It was really a crappy one, and anyway.
Cookie-like thingies?
Cookie dough.
Glow-in-the-dark cookie dough?
Is that what I said?
You just said glow-in-the-dark
God.
cookie-like thingies.
Dart-like thingies is what I meant to say.
Wait, what like thingies?
Dart. Glow-in-the-dark sticker type. Oh, my God. Wow. We're going to be cutting this, too.
Nope.
Oh, you cut it when you, like, stutter a teensy-tiny bit. But...
Rude.
Well...
Stutter.
Don't stutter.
I did not say that.
I didn't. Oh, my God.
Fuck you.
Oh, just a little more here. Just watched Cheers.
Guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure.
Did you know, I used to watch, you didn't know this, so I don't know why I started that.
No,
statement.
I don't.
I used to watch that show with my dad. I guess with my whole family, but hey, Dad!
Shout out number 2.
Yes. So, we used to watch the show, and I was convinced, in like the old-timey photos in the beginning of the show, I was convinced one of them was my Uncle Bernie.
Really?
He looked... And in hindsight, having watched the show now as an adult, he didn't really. So, I don't know why they humored me so much, but I was convinced that it was my Uncle Bernie.
That was the scariest part to me. I remember as a child being very frightened by the opening of Cheers. It used to come on right after the news, and that would be like when I would go to bed.
Sure.
And I always was very frightened by black and white photos because my uncle told me that they were all dead people.
Oh my God. All of those old shows I think are good guilty pleasures.
It's true.
Like just anything
Bewitched.
That was on
I Dream of Jeannie.
Yes, anything that was on TV Land.
Yeah.
I will watch I Love Lucy all day.
Oh, now they have like The Cosby Show on TV Land and like Family Matters and stuff. I swear.
Do you know what that means?
It means we're old.
We're old.
God, because those are the shows I used to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, and we didn't talk about Pyrex. My guilty pleasure.
Pyrex is your guiltiest of all your pleasures.
It is. It's even worse than LuLaRoe.
Mm-hmm.
The Pyrex, you guys. Which, speaking of which, I'm just going to throw this out there because we are a Midwest-based show. There is a Pyrex swap coming up at Turquoise Vintage, which is a lovely store if you haven't been. And there's an ad on Craigslist out there right now. So if you just go search Pyrex swap in the Minneapolis Craigslist, you can find out all about it. And I will definitely be there. And if you come over and tell me that you heard me tell you to come on Louder Than Ever, I will give you a piece of Pyrex for free, I swear.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Yeah, no. Pyrex is like they make something that they kind of put the name Pyrex on, but it's nothing like it. So it won't be anything good either, but I'm going to give it to one person. I should clarify. The first person.
The first person.
To come to my table and tell me, how would you know I'm me? My social media, at Sparkolini.
So basically it's going to be Tamra.
Hey, Tamra! She does not want what I'm going to give away for free. I guarantee you that, Tamra. You can take a look at it, and if you want it, it's yours, girl. But, I don't think she will. The first person, though. So definitely look it up and come because Pyrex, I joke because it is my guilty pleasure, but I've also met a lot of cool people.
Yes.
In the community. And it's so funny because several of my friends this week, I just started a new job, and several of my thrifty friends have sent me pictures of things they've found for me at thrift stores this week, including Tamra. So.
Oh man, they're just taunting you.
I know. Well, no, they sell it to me for what they paid because they're awesome
nice.
like that. Yeah.
You have nice friends.
I do. It's like they thrift for me. I know. How are you doing?
I mean, fine.
This is the lady who, she got a new job and didn't tell me about it for, 2 weeks or some ridiculously long amount of time.
Because this is the lady who literally never shuts up and gives me a moment to say words.
Okay,
I get to talk on the podcast, and that's basically it. Any other time we're together. No, I get to interrupt you now because this is what it's like to be me. Now you know.
Oh, and
this is how I suffer with you as my friend.
You are hurting my feelings now.
I'm sorry.
This is not for comic relief that you tell me I'm the worst friend who makes you suffer. I don't do that on purpose.
She's not. She's a wonderful friend.
Cheese. Cheese and rice.
But notice, I don't do that on purpose. She doesn't deny that she does it.
I couldn't possibly.
Which is here in Minneapolis, coming up this Labor Day weekend. We're thinking about going on Sunday because Peter, whose name you might recognize from our fantastic episode 8, How Does One Get a Goat, in which Mary took over my Tinder and then subsequently matched me with Peter the Great.
Yeah, love connection.
Is performing a stand-up routine, apparently, there on Sunday. So, I guess he would like us to go. So we are thinking about it.
Yeah.
If you would like us to go, tweet us and let us know.
Yes. We're going to put it...
Including you, Peter, even though you already told us.
As our poll. So...
Yeah, I'll put it as our poll this week. So should we or should we not go to Medicon
weekly poll
next Sunday?
I really want to sing jingles.
Oh.
Another guilty pleasure.
Mary sings jingles.
All the time, everywhere, singing all the jingles, yeah. You know you like it.
I just sang you a jingle for you to sing jingles.
Jingle, jingle. So many jingles.
Oh my God.
It's
this
gonna
is
be
our
so,
life.
You know
We're
what?
insane.
Our life is pretty awesome. And, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yas.
Yas.
Yas. I
Oh my
love
gosh.
Yas Cat so much.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Yas Cat is my spirit. That's where Yas came from.
I just know the thing. That's like, that's like,
know the thing.
It's like some of the, you know, like movie references, like Wayne's
Oh.
World. I don't really know.
You've
Party
never-
time, excellent. I've never seen the movie, but I know the party time, excellent. That
my
seems to me like
God.
it would be a guilty pleasure, even though I've never seen it.
Yeah. No, old movies totally are a guilty
Oh,
pleasure. Not
there's
so much
so
Wayne's
many.
World. I mean, I do like Wayne's World, but like movies I watch with my dad. Hey, Dad!
Show number 3!
Oh my God. So like Breakfast Club, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Christmas Story, every single vacation movie. Like those are things that like I grew up watching with my dad, and I will watch them over and over and over and over, and I will quote in the entire thing and not feel bad about it.
Beavis and Butthead
My
Do
mom
America.
hates my dad and I because we do that. Sorry.
Jeez.
Look it. This is how it's like to be me.
Beavis and Butthead Do America! That's my guilty pleasure for sure.
Really?
Yes, my dad.
Wow.
My dad is a fart joke man. So, I gave him that movie for Father's Day, which a lot of people in my family viewed as a very disrespectful move, but fortunately for me, my dad thought it was really funny, and we enjoyed watching it together many times. And I know he doesn't listen to the podcast, so I bought him a Beavis and Butthead mug for Father's Day, and then he said he was going to come visit, but then he never came. So I never sent it to him, but I still have it for him.
Oh.
It's a Beavis and Butthead mug. Dude, you wouldn't believe the mugs that I find at Goodwill for 99 cents. Ugh. I have an Apple
You really
one.
go all out.
Apple
for those
one.
Father's Day
It says the most personal computer.
The most personal computer?
Yeah, on an Apple mug. It's got like
Oh.
the rainbow apple on one side, and it says
I guess because they're like trying to compete against like Microsoft.
yeah,
and PCs,
and they
so
were like the
they're
most personal computer because back then people still called them personal computers.
PCs.
It was from like 1983. It's actually really cool. I'll probably throw it
Cute.
on the bay because I'm not an avid
Yeah, it's
collector.
probably like worth something.
It probably is. Yeah,
The
I
people
found
that are, like,
someone
all
listed
about-
a bag that like literally
bag?
like a store bag that had that same logo on it, and they wanted like $20 for the discarded
Damn.
store bag. So I have a feeling my thing, not a
not just
not
a
a
thing that carried
discarded
the thing.
store bag, like the thing that went inside the thing that went for $20. I feel like it might have some value, but who knows? I'm
Maybe.
always finding stuff.
Who knows?
That's my biggest guilty pleasure.
Apple
It's not just
memorabilia is
Pyrex,
big.
it's thrifting, it's Hazel Atlas, it's Fire King, it's Glass Bag. Very, very, very limited amounts of Glass Bag. Don't get me wrong, I have standards.
Oh my god.
Oh, and some Blue Heaven, that china, and dinnerware, mugs, drinking glasses. Oh, Anchor Hocking, drinking glasses, and Libby.
You have a lot of guilty pleasures.
Oh, I
Holy
really
cow.
do. I really do.
You really do.
I think sometimes to deal with life, you have to have things that you enjoy, and I've just gone through more than your average number of bullshit experiences, and so I have lots of guilty pleasures.
I guess.
How else can you live through life?
My other big one that I could think of is that I really... Like, when I think of TV shows that I like, these things don't pop to mind. But if I actually, like, look at what I watch on, like, Netflix and Hulu, I watch a lot of reality TV.
Oh, my gosh, yes. Reality TV is the hugest guilty pleasure of all time.
I'm kind of disgusted with how much of it I watch.
It's so good, though. It's so bad it's good. I can't believe it took as long as it did for that to be a thing. Like, that should have been going on for decades. Seriously. Just stop that shit, okay? I don't watch, like, the Kardashians or any other. No, some of that's garbage, but like
stop it.
Oh my gosh.
You're rude. Like Catfish. I just caught up on Catfish. Love Catfish.
Watched that one.
Oh my god, it's so good. What else do I watch? Oh my god, freaking Teen Mom and Teen Mom 2 and Teen Mom OG. I really get suckered into things that have kids. Because, like, you see them when they're little babies, and then it's like, I want to see them grow up and see what they get interested in when they're older and see if they become good humans.
Wasn't it like that pageant one? What was that one?
Oh, Toddlers and Tiaras.
Yeah, did you ever watch that one?
I've
watched
yes,
that
I definitely have
I've
watched it. But it creeps me out.
What about Dance Moms? I liked that one a
I
little
tried
more.
Dance Moms for a while, and then I kind of got out of it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I did, too, because I was watching it on Netflix, and then they did this weird thing where they, like, fast-forwarded a bunch. It was, like, one of those things where they had the collection of it, you know, so they didn't have, like, all the episodes.
That's stupid.
I know, especially because they're like, ooh, it's, like, it's reality TV, but, like, there still are storylines, and all of a sudden the ladies were all, like, mad about something, and I had no idea, like, what had happened. Right. It just happened in, like, a flashback
like, that's
real
all
quick.
Freaking important.
Yeah. So
we need to know.
Need to know all the things. Mine are cooking shows. I watch a lot of cooking shows.
Oh, see, the only cooking show that I watch is MasterChef and MasterChef Junior.
Those are fun. MasterChef's a good one.
Kids, like, they're just so damn cute.
They are.
And they can cook things. I can barely fucking make mac and cheese, and these kids are making,
They're better cooks than I am on that show.
What the
for
fuck?
Sure, yeah.
That's insane.
I'm getting better, but...
I don't know. But, like, I really love... If it's on TLC, I'd probably watch it.
Yeah.
Like...
I used to get really big... There was, like,
really
a couple of, like, okay, Amish Mafia and, like, the polygamy shows.
I love the polygamy shows the most.
Yeah.
They're
pretty
my
good.
Well, it's actually, they're my favorite. They're so good. My Five Wives. I actually like My Five Wives better than Sister Wives.
Yeah, I've watched Sister Wives. And I watched one that got canceled that was about, like, different kinds of polygamy.
Oh.
It was... They were still religiously based, though, but they just didn't live, like, on the compounds and stuff. They, like, were just regular families, like...
But it was still religion-based? Because that sounds like My Five Wives.
Maybe, no, it wasn't that. It was, like, it did a bunch of different families.
Oh, okay, no.
So, yeah. It was only on for, like, a season. I can't remember what it was called, but it was good. Or, like, America's Next Top Model. That's another
Oh, my God, I watched every cycle.
One. I should check and see, because Amazon had some, and I watched all the ones that were free. But that was like a year ago. Maybe they put another couple of seasons for free now. Sometimes they do that.
I watched every cycle. Like, since it started. I was so obsessed.
Is it going
No,
now?
it's done now.
It's done now.
Yep, she canceled it.
Well, it was like 20 years.
Sorry, Tyra. No, it wasn't.
Well, but they did a couple cycles per year, though, didn't they, sometimes? So I think there was like 20 cycles, wasn't there?
Yeah, but so it was like 10 years.
Okay, well, still... 20 cycles.
Because I feel like I was somewhere around 16 when it started.
I love that they did so much product placement and rewatching the old ones, like CoverGirl products you can't even buy anymore. I literally
would only buy CoverGirl makeup for a period of time because of America's Next Top Model.
Dude, I only wore
and like
CoverGirl too. I didn't change from CoverGirl foundation until
I talked you into something better.
Because
I finally had to break the cycle. And that was hard for me, man. Let me tell you. Beauty school basically forced me to get away from CoverGirl. It was hard.
The easy, breezy, beautiful. Who doesn't want to be?
I want to be easy, breezy, and beautiful. I want to be
easy, breezy, beautiful, too. I mean, clearly.
Fuck.
Jeez.
Oh, good
okay.
God. But reality TV, really.
Really,
I mean,
just in general, yes, I agree.
so good.
My biggest guilty pleasure is sleep.
Sleep.
Sleeping. I don't really know that that's a guilty pleasure, but I just said that because I wanted to go to sleep, which means that we need to be done here.
I literally took a nap before I came here.
You took a nap before you came here?
I let my dogs play and I took a nap because I was so tired.
I totally understand. It's hard to be on. Especially since last week I felt it. I didn't listen back because, like I said, I've never listened to an episode. I probably never will because then I'll just ruin it. She doesn't support us. I don't want to inflate our view statistics by watching listening to ourselves.
I always listen back just to make sure that I didn't screw anything up in editing or as I'm half
You're just
asleep.
such a great editor.
I am such a
you
good.
Really are.
You're so lucky to have me.
I am.
I am your guilty pleasure.
This was your idea, and I went along with it and split all the costs down the middle and supplied the computer and the recording studio. So, yeah.
Okay.
I would just go ahead and agree we're lucky to have each other. Otherwise, we wouldn't have much of a
Mary's
podcast.
my guilty pleasure.
You're mine too.
Duh.
Podcasting.
That's the best way to end it.
It
However, you do still need to subscribe.
Subscribe.
No, you don't like.
You do need to like.
You should.
You need to like us,
but
you don't
can't actually like.
Well, you can like us on Facebook.
You can like us on Facebook, so you should.
You should, because only 67 people do, or some sad, tiny, inappropriate for how wonderful we are number.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're way better than 67 likes.
We're so much better than that.
We are. We're going to get out there. We've got a whole plan. We're going to go to the Minnesota State Fair, too. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be there on Labor Day. So we're
going to be there.
So you can tweet us if you're going to be there.
Yeah. Let us know. We'll
I'm not going to bring Pyrex prizes
up
to the State Fair. That's only for the swap. Which,
how
again, you can find on
inconvenient would that
Craigslist.
be?
I know, right?
All right. Anyway. Yeah. But you do need to subscribe to our podcast so that you get alerts for when our new episodes come out every Sunday.
Yes.
You don't want to miss them. They're obviously awesome. Also, make sure that you give us a rating on iTunes and leave a review. Thank you. That's the word.
There's only 2.
There's only 2, but they're good.
They are good, which is the only kind we want, please.
Thanks, friends.
Good reviews, please.
Yes, good reviews would be great. If you don't like us, then email us and tell us why, and maybe we'll take your comments into consideration.
And we'll probably read your letter on the podcast.
We probably will. Yes.
Disclaimer.
But that's okay. If you tell us not to, we won't.
Right.
But tell us things. Also, you're going to want to follow us on Twitter so that you can respond to our poll. Tell us if we should be going to Medicon on Sunday of Labor Day Sunday. And then also follow us on Instagram so that you can see Mary's leggings. Well, she usually wears leggings. Today she's wearing a skirt.
I am currently Instagramming. Is that what you say?
Yes,
Instagramming it right now.
She's Instagramming it right now. You definitely want to see it, even though it's paired with a navy top.
You can't see the navy top because I never take photos of my breasts when I'm putting them on Instagram.
That's
do you
unfortunate.
Not follow our Instagram?
Of course I do.
Have you ever seen my
manage our Instagram
in a leggings photo?
No, and it's really sad.
Well, you can't exactly take a nice photo. Trust me, it's not sad. If I tried to take the photo from up here, you'd be like, whoa. No.
Anyway.
Okay.
If we're at Medicon, we're definitely going to post more pictures on Instagram from there.
For sure.
And also of the State Fair.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Because we're doing a whole episode on the State Fair because...
Right. So you're gonna wanna be following us so that you can see all of that.
Yeah, we've got some really exciting things coming up, guys. So follow us, like us, tweet us, review us, subscribe to us. We need to make an acronym for this.
Freaking do all the things.
Do all the things and like us.
Jesus.
Most of all.
Please like us.
Please. They really, really like us. You can cut that.
You like us. You really like us.
Please.
God, I hope you like us. Do you like us?
I think you should.
I think if they're here, they probably like us.
Probably. If they're still listening at this point. Instead of clicking off the last 3 minutes of rambling.
Who knows?
Who knows?
It could just be my dad. Hey, Dad!
Hey, Dad! Bye, Tamara.
Bye, Tamara.
I promise I won't mention you so much in future episodes.
All right.
Bye.
That's it. So long. Farewell. I'm not going to do this.
Stop it.
Let's just
stop it right now. Sound of Music is a guilty pleasure, but we're done. We're done with the episode. You're turning it off now.
am.